chosen ones, empaths. I don't know if this applies to what happened in your situation, but what I noticed was after the relationship with the narcissist is because they had such low self-esteem, low confidence, low self-worth, they were constantly testing me to see if I'm truly into them. And that's not the only reason that they test you, but that was what I believe was going on. But they're constantly testing you and pushing your boundaries and trying to see how much supply they can obtain from you by doing various tactics. But they're constantly testing you and analyzing you. Because to be honest with you, even if you give your whole heart, you love them unconditionally, not unconditionally, but you love them with your whole heart, you're trying your best, they don't believe they deserve it. They don't believe they deserve to actually be in that situation, right? And they're constantly testing you. You got to understand, these lots study you like a PhD or a university degree, or they study you hard, everything from the way that you react to your body language to the words you use. They're constantly studying you and testing you non-stop throughout their whole entire relationship, and even after the relationship's over, they still carry on with tests with their hoovers. These hoovers that they give you after the relationship's ended, these are tests. These are temperament checkers. These lot are really deranged, and they can never feel sufficed in a relationship. So they feel the need to resort to running these tests with whoever they're involved with. And as I said to you, one of the main reasons why I believe these tests were being run was down to low self-confidence, low self-worth, low self-esteem. They didn't feel worthy to be in my presence. And it's true, the narcissist never actually deserved us. The narcissist that's involved in your life or was involved in your life, they never actually deserved you. And fundamentally, they knew that they don't deserve you. And this is why they could never feel content in the relationship. Regardless if they discarded you or you had to cut them off, they could never feel content in the relationship. And a lot of times, why they discard is, that's another test as well. When they discard you, they want to see, how does it make you feel? How do you respond to a discard? This is what they're constantly doing with these tests. How do you feel about it? How do you respond? What's your way of dealing with it? What's your coping strategy? They're constantly analyzing you and testing you and checking your temperament throughout the whole entire course of the relationship, till the discard, till after the relationship's ended. They're constantly checking and testing you. It's unbelievable what they do. And they've never felt worthy in your presence. That's what you've got to understand. The narcissist has never, ever felt worthy in your presence whatsoever. They've never felt worthy. And they've resorted to these types of tactics to test you. And it makes them feel better when they run these tests, because say, for example, they discard you, right? They're testing you of discarding you. They discard you and they see you start chasing after them. They say, "Oh, right, that's worked out in my favor. Like, they're chasing after me. This test is successful. It's worked." They don't actually care about your feelings or the grief that you're being put through or what they're actually doing to you, right? These people, they are so unstable and deranged. It's unreal. You know, like those days when you used to be together, chilling together, you just thought you were chilling with someone, you know, with your other half or your friend or whoever, and they're constantly testing you. They test your anger. They test how far they can push you before you burst, before you go into a rage. They test everything. And this is all because they don't have the empathy as well. They don't actually have empathy to empathize with you, to understand how you're feeling. So they actually need to do physical tests to try and gauge where you're at in your journey, where you're at in your mindset. They can't empathize. They can't understand. You can express from your heart's content everything that's true to you and important to you. And the narcissist won't be able to reciprocate that. There will be no reciprocity. They won't be able to reciprocate that. And they need to run these tests to gauge any kind of understanding or data to understand you better. And the thing is, they're kind of way off with their testing anyway, because, for example, with the discard, if they discard you, you know, we do chase them for a little while, but eventually we think to ourselves, hold on a minute, this person's a fool. They've walked out on me. I'm worth a lot more than they're making out, you know, and we go the other way with our thinking. And that's when it's like a catch-22 for them, and they'll start reaching out to us or whatnot. But just understand that throughout the whole relationship, you were constantly being tested. You were being evaluated. They were, you know, building all this data up on you to try and understand you better. And one of the main reasons is because they never felt worthy in your presence, never felt worthy to be in a relationship with you. Trust me, like, they never deserved us. God knows they never deserved us. The universe knows they never deserved us. That's why we're with them for a period of time in our lives. And once it's over, it's done with. The relationship's over, it's done. And if you leave the door open, then it's going to continue. But if you learn how to door slam, bolt and weld it shut and cut them out of your life, you know, the tests will still carry on. They'll still run tests after the relationship's ended. These hoovers that they do, continuously doing hoovers after the relationship's ended. Even if the ones that discarded you, they're testing you, they're testing your temperament, they're checking your temperament. These lot of weirdos, they're just proper weirdos. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I've got the secondary channel, the spiritual channel. So anyway, we'll be back with another video soon. Peace.